Good morning and thank you for joining us on TVC News. We start off in Jigawa State, where the death toll from Tuesday's petrol tank explosion has risen to 171, with 75 persons still receiving treatment. More dignitaries have also visited the state and donated millions of naira to the state's government and the victims. There's more in this report.
It's 4 days after the tanker explosion, which has now killed about 171 persons, and residents are yet to recover from the incident. The Minister of State for Petroleum visited Jigawa State earlier today, describing the incident as a national disaster and a wake-up call for stricter safety regulations.
The Minister of Petroleum Resources, NMDPRA, I know that yesterday the federal government sent a delegation to you, so I don't want to speak on behalf of federal government, but I want to speak on behalf of the petroleum sector. We came, to convey our condolences to you and the government and people of Jigawa State.
The national chairman of the APC also paid a visit to the victims alongside the National Working Committee of the party.
What we advise is that if such situations happen, especially with explosive materials, people should run away from the scene instead of coming forward in order to collect fuel, petrol. We know petrol is expensive now, so people are being encouraged to go and get petrol out of it. I mean, to get a living out of it. But this is very unfortunate. So we advise people, when such things happen, from experience, they should run away, not to come near to the scene. I think that will save lives.
The northern governors, during a visit to Governor Namadi, donated 50 million naira each as support for the victims and the state. Businessman Aliko Dangote was also in the state, where he announced a donation of 200 million naira to support the victims. He emphasized the need for a comprehensive review of the transportation system to prevent similar tragedies. Beyond the visit and support for victims of the explosion, the incident will remain fresh in the mind of survivors, with the majority of them having to live with permanent scars. It also brings to the spotlight the need for more sensitization on ways to avert a recurrence.
And talking politics now, let's take you to Kaduna State, where the All Progressives Congress has won all chairmanship and councillorship seats in the 23 local government areas of the state. Chairperson of the Kaduna State Electoral Independent Commission, Hajara Mohammed, mentioned that 8 political parties participated in the poll, but the APC won all contested positions.
The electoral officers and internal officers have filed their reports, and at the end of the exercise, 23 won chairmanship position and 255 won councillorship position. The 23 local government returning officers and 255 ward returning officers have declared the results in their respective constituency and submitted their results in accordance with the law alongside the electoral officers. I'm confirming these results as follows. APC won the 23 local government chairmanship position and the 23 and 255 ward councillorship position across the state.
Recall that Governor Ubasani, after casting his ballots, described the elections as peaceful with minor issues reported in 3 polling units.
We are aware that APC have got around all the 255 votes to campaign. That is the reason why I'm extremely very confident. On our part, the APC have been very peaceful. Also call on other political parties to also agree with the fact that in election, there must always be a winner and loser. So in my own opinion, we must always accept the verdict because we are Democrats.
Local government election also took place in Kogi State after 4 years. A large turnout was recorded as resident voter to elect new chairman and ward councillors. Michael tells us more in this report.
19 political parties were cleared to participate in the elections across 239 wards by the State Independent Electoral Commission. The stakes became high as residents became eager to make their voices heard through the ballots. Officials from the electoral body, security agents, and observer groups arrived early to conduct the elections, which was manually done in most of the polling units visited. Voter participation varied across the state, with some areas experiencing high turnouts, while others witnessed lower engagements.
In an atmosphere of anticipation here at this polling unit in Okene local government area, the people are saying these local government council elections hold special significance for them as they reflect how governance is closest to the grassroots.
Stakeholders commended the conduct of the election.
We thank our father, the father of the nation, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for laying this template, a template of inclusivity. You can see the election. The election is going on very peacefully, transparently, credibly, and we are hopeful that the voice of the people will speak today.
You can see they have come up en masse to exercise their franchise in choosing their candidate of their choice, because we as civil society groups will consider local government election as a grassroots thing.
Today's election is more or less a grassroots election. It is where the electorate and the aspirant have a direct one-on-one contact.
We all cast our vote. We thank God that today we are happy to be here without any disturbance. We vote freely. We did a transparent vote. Honestly, everybody is happy today to be here.
Kogi residents look forward to how the elected leaders will steer local development. Michael Ila, TVC News, Kogi State.